Direction sense. This is the topic of reasoning ability. Now these are the four main directions called north, south, east and west. In this particular topic, a student should be very clear about right and left if he is approaching in any of these four direction. For example, if he is going in north direction, it is very easy to find where the right will appear and where left will appear. But the situation will be exactly reverse if he is traveling in the south direction. Left will be here and right will be here. In a similar way, if a person is approaching in the east direction, his left hand side will be towards north and his right hand side will be towards south. The situation will get reversed if he is traveling in the west direction. North direction will be his right and south direction will be his left. So there are four more directions in between this called as cardinal directions, which are northeast, southeast, northwest and southwest. Let us understand some facts about the shadow formed due to sunlight. In the morning during sunrise towards east, the shadow of the person will always fall on the west side if he is facing in north direction. And during sunset towards west direction, the object of the person will fall on the east side if he is facing in north direction. Now let us understand the structure of question or category of questions which are asked in direction sense. Number one, determining the current position of person with respect to the starting point. Number two, determining the direction in which the person is moving. Number three, determining the distance between any 2 points that the person has transferred. This is the shortest distance which we need to calculate. And number four, the questions involving shadow of a person in morning or evening. So these are the category of questions which are asked in direction sense. Now let us start with some simple questions. Problem 1. Going 100 meter to the south of her house on bicycle, Sarah takes a left turn and goes further 40 meter. Then turning to the north, she goes 60 meter and parked the bicycle. Then she starts walking towards her house. In which direction is she walking now? So these are the four main direction. So in this particular question, आपको सबसे पहले उसका starting point, उसका house mark करना है as a point like this. Now what is said? She is going 100 meters to the south of her house. South means she is going in downward direction like this. How much she is going? 100 meters. Okay. Then Sarah takes a left turn. If she is taking a left turn pointing towards south direction, obviously she will be moving in this direction and she is traveling 40 meters. Then turning to north, she further goes 60 meters like this and she parked the bicycle. So this is the point where she has parked the bicycle. Then she starts walking towards her house. So this is the direction of walking. So now it is asked in which direction she is walking now. Obviously the answer will be northwest. Problem number 2. A taxi driver picks his customer from a particular point and travels 30 kilometers towards south. He takes a right turn and goes further 50 kilometers. He again takes a right turn and travel 45 kilometers. Then he takes a left turn and travel 15 kilometers. Finally, he again takes a left turn and goes 15 kilometers to drop his customer. How far is the drop point far from the pickup point and in which direction? I request you to pause this video and try the question on the paper. And once you have made the directions, you can again play the video to look for the solution. Okay. So सबसे पहले क्या करना पड़ेगा? We need to mark the pickup point where the taxi driver picks his customer. So let us say this is the pickup point. अब जैसा problem में बोला है, we will work out. So he travels 30 kilometers towards south, means downward like this. He takes a right turn as he is going in south direction and takes a right turn. So he will be going in this direction further 50 kilometers. He again takes a right direction, means he is going in west side and takes a right turn. So obviously he will be going in the north direction 45 kilometer. Then he takes a left turn and travels 15 kilometer like this. Finally, he again takes a left turn and travel 15 kilometer to drop the customer. So this is the drop point. So if we observe this diagram, it is clear that the pickup point and drop point will come on a horizontal straight line like this. Now the question is, how far is the drop point far from the pickup point and in which direction? So if we find the shortest distance, it must be this 50 kilometer plus 15 kilometer, that is 65 kilometers, and it is towards west direction. So option C is the right answer. Problem 3. Starting from his house, Raman drives a distance of 10 kilometers towards north, and then he turns left and travels further 4 kilometers. Then travel for 5 kilometers towards south, and finally travels 8 kilometers towards west to reach his office. How far is his office from house and in which direction? So how to start here? सबसे पहले आपको उसका हाउस एज अ पॉइंट मार्क करना पड़ेगा, and from the house he is living and traveling 10 kilometers towards north like this. 10 kilometer travel करने के बाद he turns left and travel further 4 kilometers. So he is moving in left direction and traveling 4 kilometers. Then further 5 kilometers towards south like this, and finally travels 8 kilometers towards west to reach his office. Okay, so west direction he is going 8 kilometers and he is reaching his office. Now the question is, how far is his office from house and in which direction? So here we need to find the shortest distance between house and office. So if you see, the horizontal distance that he has traveled is total 12 kilometer, and the vertical distance that he has traveled is total 5 kilometer. So this becomes a right angle triangle in which the shortest distance between house and office is the hypotenuse of this right angle triangle, which can be found by Pythagoras theorem as under root of 12 square plus 5 square, which is equal to 13 kilometer. And the office is in northwest direction compared to house. So option B is a right answer. Problem 4. 7 cities A, B, C, D, E, F and G are located as follows. C is to the north of D and to the west of E. सबसे पहले हम 4 मेन डायरेक्शन को एक कॉर्नर ऑफ द पेपर में बना लेंगे फॉर आवर रेफरेंस. अभी जैसा प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट में बोला है, वी विल डू अकॉर्डिंगली. C is to the north of D. So सबसे पहले मैं D मार्क करूंगा and C is its north. So C ऊपर आएगा. So C is to the north of D and to the west of E. As C is to the west of E, E इधर आएगा and C will appear on its west. Further it is said that A is to the south of B. तो हम A को कहीं पे भी लोकेट कर लेंगे फॉर एग्जाम्पल, and it is to the south of B, यानी B ऊपर आएगा, which is to the east of F. So B is to the east of F. So F को मैंने मार्क कर लिया, B is to its east, which in turn is to the south of G. So F is to the south of G. Further it is said that A is to the north of C. So A is to the north of C, इसलिए मैंने A को C के ऊपर बनाया, and the distance between any two adjacent cities is same. So I will connect this with lines, and this is the correct positioning of these 7 cities. Once you have marked this, we can answer the question. The questions are very easy. The first question that is asked here is, in which direction is G with respect to E? The answer for this question is option B, northwest. The second question is, in which direction is D with respect to F? So the answer is option A, southeast. Problem number 5. Two girls, Anita and Madhu, are talking to each other on a particular evening. Both of them are facing each other. Anita observed Madhu's shadow is falling to the right of Madhu. What direction is Anita facing? Now, there are four main directions: north, south, east and west. When the timing is given as evening, it's a particular evening. Obviously, it will be a sunset timing and the sun is towards the west direction. Now, if the shadow of Madhu is falling on the right side of Madhu, it's obvious that Madhu is facing towards north direction because her shadow is towards her right side. So Anita is facing opposite to Madhu. It means Anita is like this here and she is facing in south direction. So the answer for this question is option B. Problem number 5. A clock is placed on the wall in such a way that at 4:30 the minute hand points towards north. In which direction does hour hand point at 7:30? Now you can make a clock like this and show the hands representing 4:30. अब बोला क्या है प्रॉब्लम में, that the minute hand is pointing in north direction. So here is north. नीचे में, अगर नीचे में नॉर्थ है तो ऊपर में उसके अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में डेफिनेटली साउथ आएगा. अब नॉर्थ साउथ अगर रिवर्स हो गया तो ईस्ट वेस्ट भी रिवर्स हो जाएगा. तो ईस्ट इस तरफ आएगा और वेस्ट उस तरफ जाएगा. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज, इन विच डायरेक्शन डज द आवर हैंड पॉइंट एट 7:30? तो 7:30 का अगर टाइम हम कंसीडर करें, द हैंड्स ऑफ द क्लॉक विल बी समथिंग लाइक दिस. Okay, so the direction of our hand at 7:30 is northeast. Option D is the right answer. Problem number 7. A compass was damaged such that its needle, which is showing south, is now showing east. According to the damaged compass, a person is walking in southwest direction. In which direction is the person actually going? So सबसे पहले आप एक पेपर पे एक्चुअल कंपास बना लीजिए जो यूजुअल होता है, जिसमें नॉर्थ ऊपर, साउथ नीचे, ईस्ट अपने राइट साइड में और वेस्ट अपने लेफ्ट साइड में होता है. नाउ एज पर द प्रॉब्लम, दिस इज द डैमेज कंपास इन विच साउथ इज शोइंग ईस्ट. So the damage compass I will make here is something like this. The south is showing east, means it is rotated by 90 degree in anti-clockwise direction. So साउथ ईस्ट के जगह आ गया, ईस्ट नॉर्थ के जगह चला गया, नॉर्थ वेस्ट की तरफ आ गया और वेस्ट साउथ की तरफ आ गया. It is rotated by 90 degree in anti-clockwise direction. Now, as per the question, according to the damage compass, a person is walking in southwest direction. So this is the direction in which the person is walking. It is asked in which direction the person is actually going. So actually अगर वो इस direction में जा रहा है तो he is going in southeast direction. So the answer is option A. Problem 8. A signboard is damaged and its needle turned in such a manner that the pointer which was pointing towards south is now rotated by 135 degree in anti-clockwise direction. One person goes towards east as per the signboard. In which direction is he actually going? So the approach of solving this question is similar to the previous question. On the paper you have to make the correct signboard, जिसमें ऊपर में नॉर्थ आएगा, नीचे में साउथ आएगा, आपके राइट साइड में ईस्ट आएगा और लेफ्ट साइड में वेस्ट आएगा. Now this signboard is turned or rotated by 135 degree. 135 degree means it is 90 plus 45 degree. So जो साउथ डायरेक्शन नीचे पॉइंट कर रहा है वो ईस्ट पे आके और 45 डिग्री टर्न हो जाएगा. इन दिस वे साउथ विल कम. सो नॉर्थ यहां आएगा and the rotated signboard will be something like this. Okay, as per this rotated signboard, a person is following and going in east direction. So the person is moving in this direction. The question is, in which direction is he actually going? So actually he is going in northwest direction. Option B will be the right answer. So I have tried to cover all variety of questions which can be asked in direction sense topic. Thank you for watching this video.